The global cost of cybercrime will rise from $8.44 trillion in 2022 to $23.84 trillion in 2027. In other words, the financial impact will almost triple in 5 years. Now, if a breach compromises the data in your network, the consequences could be disastrous. Your company information would fall into the hands of cybercriminals. Assets, operations, and other sensitive information could fall into the hands of your competitors. The first line of defense comes in the form of training. A Cybersecurity Basics training module is a good place to start. This type of training module should briefly cover a variety of topics, followed by more in-depth modules to reinforce the lessons in the introductory module that you took. But where do you start to look at for a training module, and what exactly should it cover? Hi everyone, my name is Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to talk about 5 must-have cybersecurity training topics. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. The first part of your Cybersecurity Basics training module should create a sense of urgency because it's just that, urgent. To put it into more perspective for you, phishing attacks increased by 61% in 2022. Statistics like that help make sure your employees understand why cybersecurity is critical to the welfare of the business and their daily life on the job. A Cybersecurity Basics training course exists to help prevent cyber attacks from affecting where you work. It also exists so that you don't become a victim of a social engineering scam that results in giving sensitive information to a bad actor. The next critical element of any good basic training course should cover safe internet habits. If employees know what to do and what not to do, then you'll minimize your chances of experiencing a breach at your organization. Now, there are thousands of good practices when using the internet. Covering all of them in a single module is virtually impossible, especially in the module that should only cover the basics. But you should cover a handful of the essentials. Social engineering is a term used to describe a variety of malicious activities accomplished through human interaction. This is why your Cybersecurity Basics training module should definitely cover social engineering briefly. Social engineering uses psychological manipulation to trick victims into making calculated security mistakes. Your training module should briefly cover that there are 5 main types of social engineering attacks: baiting, scareware, pretexting, phishing, and spear phishing. Each type is similar with key differences that separate one from another. Again, since this is a basic cybersecurity training module, you don't need to go into depth into each single different type, but just cover it. Unless you're in marketing or sales, there's a good chance that you aren't using social media for work purposes. In fact, 80% of employees admit to using social media on the job. This is why you need to include something about social media in your Cybersecurity Basics training course. There are many tips and rules you can include in this section of your Cybersecurity Basics training module. These apps are part of your daily lives, so it's important to be thorough with this topic in your training. The last thing your organization wants is a mole working for you while leaking information to your competitors. There's no way one of your coworkers is leaking information and trade secrets for their own personal gain, right? That's like something out of a movie. Well, unfortunately, this does actually happen. And although you might not think insider threats and cybersecurity go together, they do. Much of your organization's information is likely stored online. The theft of this information is a cybersecurity breach, even if someone physically came in with a hard drive and took it from an actual device. Teaching employees about the signs of an insider threat is vital to the health of the organization. That's why you must cover it in your Cybersecurity Basics training module. Now, if you'd like to learn more about offering cybersecurity training to your employees, reach out to eTactics. And you already made this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.